here is the outside of the fence. The side of the house is going to be for the tortoise. And this wall was built with cinder blocks, and there's a block in the ground, and there was cement and rebar through it, and it's a very, very stable wall. And the fence, it also has 2 cinder blocks underneath with cement, so the tortoise can't dig underneath the fence. And this fence has a self-locking gate. And when you come in, here's a little seat. Probably going to put a pot here with some flowering plants. And this is the back of the burrow. So I've enforced it with river rocks, and it was built with cinder blocks around the frame and then 3 layers of wonderboard. So here's the path. This has like a little bit of an irrigation. So if you can see, it goes under the steps, and water can drain when it rains from here. You can kind of see there's the water bowl, so it goes down. And I've made it so that it won't go into the berm of the burrow. And this is the burrow. And I put, let's see if we can get a little bit closer. I put this pole here because this, I guess it's normal to bow, but I just felt like I wanted a little bit more reinforcement. And then these are actually boulders that are also reinforcing it. So there's a nice berm and a decent little area. And this has a little waterfall that comes on with full sun. So it's not on right now because it's in the shade. And these are plants that were recommended on your website. They have little flowers. I think they're little yellow flowers. And the grass has grown, and I left it so that the tortoise can eat the grass. And this is a hibiscus plant, and this is another hibiscus plant. And they're doing pretty good. This was another plant that was recommended on your website. And some sage, lavender. This is the willow, desert willow tree. And it had its first flower. And there's 2 beaver tail prickly pears. So one's there and one's here. This one, yeah, is a little bit yellow on the bottom. I may have to figure that out. And bought some clover grass, and it's doing really well. This was a 6-pack. I'll probably buy 2 more 6-packs and put them on the side. And I may even put this pot in the ground, but I wanted to make sure I could grow it. And I've had it for like a month or so now, and it's doing fine, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, so some lava rocks. And the irrigation goes all the way from up here so that lots of water can just drain down to the plants, but also away from the burrow. And there's a little bit of a slope here. So I'm hoping to keep the burrow really dry. And yeah, so this was all built for a tortoise specifically. The side of the house was not anything but dirt and a few bricks. So this is what has happened. And the actual backyard has a pool, and so that's why we built this really strong cinder block wall. And so we're hoping that this passes inspection. Any advice, any guidance would be very much appreciated. And I look forward to doing our virtual tour.